Glasgow, they're halfway to the state tournament. They're 5-1. Playing 20. You need 20 points. They've got 10. They're taking on Saugus at 1-2. Saugus making their second trip here to Manny Field. They lost to Lynn English, so they're looking for a split here. Classical in the green, Saugus in the white. Isaiah Diaz in net for Classical. Jacob Goodwin for Saugus as Classical tries to center it. Saugus knocks it away. Mark deep. Somebody got a hand on it. It was bouncing around, and they're going to call it off Saugus. Classical very quickly puts it in play. They drop it back to Duggan. Back to the middle. Broken up by Saugus. And Classical little hip check. Took a Saugus player down. No call. They let him play. Ixlage Telly trying to center it. Classical had it. Couldn't turn around and get the shot. They had their back to the net. And they lost it trying to turn around and get a shot off. Classical down the far side. Trying to throw it in front. Goodwin picks it off in the air. Kicks it high and deep. Out to midfield and beyond. Headed away. Saugus heads it away. Classical takes it away. Tipped. Saugus picked it off. Off the head of Camarinos. Pass picked off by Saugus. Classical picks it back. And Classical goes down. They blew the whistle. Classical will get a free kick. American Soto with the kick. Gets it to the net, put it right in the middle of the net. And it was just low enough so the Goodwin could go up and get it. Nice kick, put it right where he wanted it. Camarinos picked that pass off. Down the far side. Classical shut off. Have to bring it back out. Down deep. Getting around. Got around a couple of people and then Saugus took it away. Now they bang it off Classical. And it pops up and out of play off Classical. Classical will track it down. And starting it back. They bottle Saugus up. Saugus can't get anything going offensively. Classical has controlled it. And they're right back in the Saugus end. Popped up. Duggan knocks it the other way. Not get deep, they complete the pass, but Saugus takes it away. Nice defense. Just picked it. Saugus sliding, knocks it away. Back checking by Saugus took it away. They beat the front defender, but there was one coming from behind and took it away. Try to give it a little behind the back pass. It didn't work. Haskell gets it. All the way back. Camarinos. His pass is deflected away. Classical just picks it and takes it away. And the pass too far ahead for Gomez. That's Morales taking it away. Trying to walk in. Walks in, takes the shot. Looking to punch it in that near post. Goodwin went down, blocked it, made the save. Nice try by Brian Morales. It's been all Classical early. Saugus hasn't done a thing offensively. And they're broken up again at Classical. Back in the Saugus end. They knock it into the Saugus bench area. Short bench for the Sachins. They only have, looks like 4 subs. Tyler Duggan wasn't expecting a pass. Now he tracks it down, trying to get it to Gomez. It goes out of play. Before they throw it in, substitution for the Sachins. Duggan knocks it away. Camarinos heads it. Morales winds up with it. Saugus picked it off. Morales blocked it. That went off the head of Macario Coronado. Saugus finally gets it down deep. First time they've been down here. 9 minutes into the game. And Classical right away takes it back the other way. Ixlage knocks it upfield. They're back in the Saugus end. Morales picked it off. Tipped away by Saugus. Haskell takes it away. Upfield to Gomez, bumped off the play. And it goes out off Saugus. Saugus knocks it very deep. Foot race. Saugus trying to get there first. They're blocked away. And Classical will kick it away. Camarinos. There were 3 green shirts there. And everyone was saying, who's got it? Who's got it? And they almost let Saugus walk in. Haskell takes it away. D'Antona from Saugus was the one that was going to walk in alone. Stuck between three defenders. But he just caught up and knocked it away. They knock it deep. Foot race. Klaskill's going to get there. Good hustle by Ixlaj. He gets the return pass. Nice little shift. Walking in, throws it out in front. It was behind the intended receiver out in front. That might have been Lima. Or Sandoval, excuse me. In the middle. They line up the shot. Goodman will make the save. From about the 15-yard line, running from left to right. Ixlaj got the shot off, but Goodwin made the save. Couldn't get a lot on it. He tipped it back to Duggan. He just got a piece of it. Morales gets it in the middle. Trying to walk in, the pass just knocked off by Saugus. And they kick it out of play before it went over the end line, which would have given Klaskill a corner kick. They just cleared it away. So it's all Klaskill. They got a couple of shots on net, but they've been from long range. And Goodwin's got a good look at it and able to make the save. Now tipped away, but Duggan will hustle and get there first and knock it upfield. Broken up. Morales just knocked it away from Aldred. They knock it deep. Just got ahead of it. If they missed that, Ixlaj was going to walk in. McLaughlin made the defensive play with that header. Duggan knocks it ahead. They knock it deep. Ixlaj lost his balance a little bit. Slipped as he was trying to control it. Morales. Soto, the other side. Sandoval. In the middle. Klaskill gets taken down. They're going to get a free kick. Marroquin Swoto from the 30-yard line. Drives it to the net. Goodwin makes the catch just inside the far post and boots it away. Saugus just gave it away. That pass was virtually nobody. Klaskill picked it off. Klaskill taken down again. Another free kick coming up. And this one will be a little closer from inside the 25. They're going to push it back to the 25. I actually pushed it back about a foot. Saugus got a piece. They knock it out. And it will be a corner kick for the Rams. We got soccer balls all over the place. Out in front, a little too far. Saugus will clear it away. Hoskell trying to set up and trying to line up a shot, and it got knocked out by Saugus. Saugus knocks it out again. 15 minutes in to this first half. No score, Classical and Saugus. It's been virtually all Classical. Saugus has only been in Classical territory a couple of times, and it got out of there very quickly. Bodies go down again. Classical player getting up slowly. Now he's just about on his feet. This kick will come in inside the 10, but they're almost out on the track taking the shot. They're way off to the far side. They put it out in front. Saugus heads it away. And we're going to get Classical with the contact. And Saugus will get to kick it away. Trying to save it. Saugus breaks it up. He just tips it back. Winthrop will let it go out of play and take the throw in. We'll get a sub first. Out before Saugus could make a play. Classical will get the throw in. Popped up, headed out into the Saugus bench area. Classical back at it, tipping it by. Lead pass. Skip by everybody. Goodwin will come out, grab it, and kick it away. Moves it past midfield. Marek Winsolo knocks it down. Ixlaj trying to knock it deep. Saugus knocks it away. Cheer knocks it away. Classical right back at it. In the middle, trying to get around. Body goes down. Classical still with it. Shot. Deflected. And it's going to go out. They called it off Classical. Ixlaj, Telly went up to get it. And I guess they said it hit him on the hand when he did. Saugus will get the free kick. Classical breaks it up, takes it away. Marek Winsolo in the middle. Looking for the return pass, trying to walk in, gets the shot off. Goodwin made the save, knocked it down. The ball was loose, but there were no green shirts around to take advantage. Good bid by Marek Winsolo. Nice save by Goodwin. And I'm not sure why they blew the whistle. Substitutions, but that's not why they blew the whistle, because the ball was in play. I didn't see anybody hurt. They're not giving a free kick. This is going to be one of those, drop the ball, just kick it away, and a little sportsmanship there. I didn't see anybody hurt. That's usually what they do after somebody's hurt. There was nobody carried out, nobody laying on the field. Saugus knocks it out. From long range, the shot is going to go wide left. Halfway through and counting this first half. No score, Classical and Saugus. Northeastern Conference boys soccer. Classical trying to give Lynn a win here. A triple header here. Lynn Tech boys fought to a 1-1 tie. Winthrop scored late. The Winthrop girls defeated Lynn English 2-1. So the only thing Lynn has so far is a tie in this trifecta of games. Classical will try to get the first win of the day. Saugus knocks it deep. It bounces loose. Diaz way out of the net. He came almost way into the end zone, way to the far side. The ball was bouncing around. He was lucky it deflected loose into his hands, and there wasn't a white shirt around to take advantage. Out off Saugus. Mariquin Soto. He got it. Sarmento. It goes down the far side. Classical getting there, cutting it around the defense. Ooh, pushing and shoving, and they call it on Classical. Saugus will kick it away. Classical wins it again. It was 50-50. Classical winds up taking it away. Morales trying to walk in. Trip from behind. Classical's going to get another free kick. This one's going to come closer, and it's going to be point blank, straight on from inside the 20-yard line. Saugus sets up that picket fence just inside the 10 or at the 10. He chipped it perfect. Goodwin went up, got a piece of it, and knocked it over the net. Nice try. That was Morales, I believe. He got a perfect kick just inside the far post. Goodwin went up with two hands and tipped it over the net, made a very nice save. That's really the closest that anybody has come to scoring. Classical's had it in the Saugus end almost the entire half. They get it in front Bouncing away, bouncing again. Saugus tried to keep it in. They knocked it out. It's going to be a corner kick for the Rams. So from one side to the other. This one will come from the near side. And they get it out in front, get too much foot, and they knock it almost to Western Avenue. Or I guess almost to Maple Street. Substitutions for the Sachems. Saugus almost gave it away. Laskell takes it away. And they're right back in the Saugus end. To the near side, Ixlage, as it knocked away, got double teamed. 15 minutes and counting left in this first half, still nothing. And they call it off Classical. And then they got just an all-out shove. Morales just leaned in and with a push in the back, and Morales is going to get a little talking to. He just whacked Max Anajar from behind. He wasn't close to the ball. Anajar wasn't either. I guess he thought he was in his way, and he just rammed into him, really hit him hard. There's no reason for that. They knock it deep. Arsenal trying to get back in. They try to center it, and they couldn't complete the pass. They knock it out of play. Goodwin will kick it away. Laskell picks it off. Try to shoot it. Blocked by the defense. Saugus trying to knock it deep. Laskell picks it off. And they kept it in, but then they overran it. Saugus wound up knocking it out. Across to Duggan. In the middle. Another trip, another body goes down. It's a game they tell me it's a non-contact sport. We've had more bodies go down than we've had in a couple of the football games. Caraminos drills it. Classical went up to get it. Got bumped, went down. Saugus knocks it out. Saugus clearing it away, and they knock it out. Knocked deep again in the Saugus end. Laskell picks it off. Down the far side, fighting to keep it in. Saugus knocked it out. They were battling. I was going to see who they called it off of. Laskell gets a corner kick from the far side. Little ground ball. Saugus knocks it away, and they knock it out. No, they just kept it in. Good hustle, keep it in. Classical back checks and takes it away. They knock it deep. They block. Prado Malmongi from getting to the ball. Duggan broken up. Robles Sandoval broken up. Oscar breaks up the pass. Duggan broke it up. Oscar right back in the Saugus end. Trying to get around the defense. Saugus knocks it out. And then Saugus just reached out and grabbed a piece. Players are getting frustrated here. There's been a lot of contact. He just reached out and got a handful of Prado Malmongi. And now Saugus knocks it out as we got 10 minutes left in this first half. No score. And with just under 10 minutes left, we're going to get a timeout down in the field. Coming out of the timeout, 9:48 showing on the scoreboard clock. Zeros on both sides for the score. Classical has dominated territorial-wise. Saugus really hasn't had a shot on net. They haven't really come close. They've only had the ball in the Classical end a couple of times. Classical has kept it in the Saugus end. Probably 80% of this first half. They've got a couple of shots on net, but nothing that wasn't that difficult for Goodwin, the goalie. They've done everything but put it in the net. And I hope the officials are going to start taking control of the game now, because there's a little bit of frustration on the part of both teams. So I don't know what I don't want to see what happens the last couple of minutes. Yeah, we're going to take it in quickly, but they told him to move it back. McLaughlin with the throw-in. And he throws it out of play. Duggan throws it in. And the ball's right back in the Saugus end. And they knock it out and up in the seats. And they knock it out again. Tyler Duggan once again will take the throw in. Headed up in the middle. We got a collision. Nobody went down. Ixlage tips it. Klasko with the throw in. Tip to the middle. It bounced over everybody. Saugus pops it up. Klasko picks it off. From long range, the shot. That's Mariquin Soto pulling it wide right and out of play. Glasgow's looking for 2 wins in a row. They won their first 4, and they lost a game that they didn't want to lose, and that was to arch rival English. They went to 4-1, but then they came back and got a big win after that. So they want to stay on top, looking for their 6th win. As I mentioned, you need 20 points to make the tournament. They've got 10 in their first 6 games, so with 14 games left to play, there'll be a shoo-in to make the state tournament. Gomez Godinez knocks it out of play. Saugus will make a substitution and he'll get the throw in just inside classical territory. Off classical, the throw in will come a little deeper, just past the classical bench. Saugus got a head on it. Classical winds up with it. And he'll take it back the other way, or try to. Duggan had it taken away. Saugus thought they were going to get the ball. Salzillo was hustling to take the throw in, and they gave it to Duggan to throw in. And here's Salzillo sliding and knocking it out of play. 5 minutes and counting left in the scoreless first half. That skipped right by everywhere, right through the wickets. Popped to the middle. Ixlas controls. Haskell in the middle. Maragwin Soto broken up. And Classical back checks and knocks it away. Caraminos knocks it back upfield. Knocked back to him. Maragwin Soto across to Gomez Godinez. They knock it upfield. Trying to get it in the middle. Saugus breaks it up. Gomez Godinez knocks it deep. Osco, maybe too much shake and bake. They were lucky Saugus knocked it out. To the middle, they tip it back to Duggan. He knocks it upfield. Saugus fanned on it, but then got a second try. Get it up to Salzillo. Duggan gets it ahead. Almost like WWE, almost had him like in a headlock. Tipped ahead, hustling and covering up. Nice hustle by Kyle Chia. Glasswell takes it away. They knock it deep. Little push off on Sarmento. Classical holds on. Coming down the near side. Knocked out by Saugus. Duggan again with the throw in. Classical popped it up, but they were out of bounds when they did it. Saugus will get the throw in. Slipped right by, almost like between the wickets. Caraminos picked off the pass. Saugus gets it back, and there's Morales knocking it out. They overthrow everybody. Duggan will kick it out of play as we in the final 2 minutes and counting. Caraminos heads it away. Morales knocks it deep. They get around, and they got flattened. Again, good call, but a couple of seconds late. They got flattened. They knocked the ball downfield, and just they were looking kicking upfield. They blew the whistle because Prado Malmongi got taken down from the 40-yard line. Caraminos will take the free kick. Time winding down here in the scoreless first half. Drills it. Saugus knocks it away. Classical again wins the battle, but then Soto knocked it out. Just tipped it a little bit behind. Prado Malmongi was trying to walk in. Classical trying to center it. They hit it wide, off to the right side, behind the net, out of play. Goodwin will kick it away. Long lead pass, trying to send Prado Malmongi in. And the defense just got there and kicked it away. And just as they kicked it away, the whistle sounds for halftime. So nothing to choose. They started dead even at the game. Zeros on the scoreboard. We played the first 40 minutes. And it's still Classical nothing, Saugus nothing at halftime. Just about start the second half. Classical is out there in a little bit of a huddle, trying to get going, and a strange first half. Classical did everything but put the ball in the net. They kept Saugus bottled up. They had the ball in the Saugus end at least 80% of the first half, if not more, but they couldn't get a real good shot off. And now Saugus knocks it very deep. Diaz will play it just at the end line, the goal line, and he boots it away and gets it out to midfield. Classical knocks it deep. And coming out is Goodwin to boot it back the other way. They knock it deep. Camaneros knocks it away. Skips past. Saugus trying to tip it ahead. Classical takes it away. And it goes out off Gomez Godinez. D'Souza with the throw-in. Saugus loses it out of play. Out off Classical. Ixlash, they call it Ixlash for with his hands pushing off. I thought they were going to call. He was surrounded by white shirts. They called it on Classical. Saugus boots it away. And it looked like Classical got a head on it. Saugus is going to wind up with a corner kick. So everything went Saugus' way that way. They called it on Ixlash for the contact. He was the one that was surrounded. Now the free kick Glasgow got a piece of it, knocked it out. Saugus will get a corner kick from the far side. They break to the net. Saugus actually got a head on it. Banging going on. They wound up out on the track. Saugus player went down. Thank God he's getting up and not hurt. Knocked out by Morales. This is only the fourth game for Saugus. Glasgow has played 6 because they get a bargain with 2 at the city tournament before the season starts. Actually, they play the tournament before school even opens. Saugus took it deep and had it finally taken away. Saugus gets it back. So now for the first couple of minutes, it's Saugus keeping it in the Glasgow end. Trying to knock it deep. Glasgow takes it away. They knock it deep. Saugus gets there first. And it goes out off Saugus, so Glasgow will finally get it in the Saugus end. Glasgow took it away. Trying to walk in, knocked down, shot over the head of Goodwin, but high enough to go over the top crossbar as well. And we got bodies down. They're getting up. This is not fit for man nor beast out there. Nobody's taking any prisoners. There's a lot of contact going on. They're calling some, they're letting some go. And now another collision. Glasgow keeps it in. And we got a whistle. Because after the collision, Saugus took exception to the collision. Tapia Gately took exception to the collision, and they blew the whistle late, and they're going to give Glasgow a free kick. The original collision, both players went down, they let it go, and then afterward that, I guess the official thought Tapia Gately didn't act appropriately because he blew the whistle, said something to him. And Ixlaj Tello is going to take the free kick. Gets it to the net. Goodwin makes the save. And he boots it high and deep past midfield. Glasgow knocks it away. Saugus picked it off and knocked it out. Maragwin Soto tips it by, holds onto it, tried to get the pass ahead, and it got picked off. That was Tapia Gately making the play. There's 2 of them, Ben Tapia Gately and Elijah Tapia Gately. Out off Saugus. Hit it a couple of times. Glasgow trying to collect. Caraminos in the middle. Maragwin Soto knocks it deep. Nobody there to pick it off. Tapia Gately knocks it back the other way. And it was way out of play. off the head. And now collision. And Roble Sandoval goes down, did a little somersault and got up. Another one bites the dust. There's a lot of people going down. Merrick Soto with the kick. Drills it deep. It goes over everybody. Goodwin comes out of the net, picks it off, and boots it again. Very deep past the 40-yard line. That's a booming kick. They might want him to punt for the Saugus football team. Oscar coming back with a couple of nice passes. Take the shot from long range and push it way wide right. Had a couple of people on his right and left. Opted to take the shot instead. And Alvarez knocked it wide left. Haskell pokes it ahead. Saugus knocks it away. Haskell hustles and get there first. Trying to knock it to the far side. Saugus is there to knock it away. Haskell breaks it up. Saugus winds up with it. Off of Saugus' foot. Nice little shift. Saugus gets it back. Nice little poke check. Way out in front. Diaz had to come out past the 5-yard line. Saugus was looking to go one on none. Long pass down. Got by everybody. Saugus had a break. Diaz helped himself coming way out of the net to make that save. Saugus making Klasko work a little harder here in this second half. Keeping it in the Saugus end for a while. And they do it again. Tipped off a leg. And Diaz comes out, slides it away. It was loose. Karaminos knocked it away, but the goalie was down, and I don't know if they poked it away or they hit the goaltender. Klasko's going to get the free kick. He slid out, looked like he recovered the fumble, lost it. Saugus was looking to kick it home. Karaminos became the goaltender, and they blew the whistle, and they give Klasko the free kick. Very close for Saugus there. They take it away, and they lose it out of bounds. It wasn't out, it was in the air. When Roble Sandoval caught it, he was standing out of bounds when he caught the ball. It hadn't touched yet. And Saugus gets the free kick. Duggan got a head on it. Saugus trying to knock it down and get a shot. Karaminos knocks it away. Saugus playing much better here in the second half. They really picked it up. Diaz will kick it away. 10 minutes into the second half, no score. Haskell pushes it down the far side. Back to Duggan. Saugus picks it off and knocks it back. Saugus going to get called for the takedown on the far side. They kick it quickly. It tips by. Ixlas Telly thought it was going to be blocked and go back upfield. He took a step back, and it wound up bouncing over the defender's head, and that allowed Saugus to clear it away. Saugus breaks it up and takes it away. And they knock it very deep. It's a foot race. Caraminos tipped it away, but it went right to the net. A foot race. Diaz had to come back out of the net and make a play. Castro Macario had it knocked away. I think that was Aldred that was battling with Caraminos, and he almost got loose to get the shot off, and it just rolled far enough that Diaz could come out and take it away. And we're going to get Glasgow call for a push-off again. Trying to get position, making contact. A little easy on the pass, and Saugus picked it off. Duggan knocks it ahead. Glasgow, a nice little touch pass in the middle. Pushed it a little too far. Saugus picked it off. It's Glasgow now in the second half that can't get started at all. They pop it up again. Diaz has to come out of the net again. High hop. Saugus almost got a head on it. Ixlas coming back the other way. Shot partially blocked. Goodwin picks it off. Headed away by Saugus. Ixlas trying to knock it down. He went down, no call. Now bodies go down again. Still no call. And now they're going to get Saugus. McLaughlin just wrapped his hand around the face and the head of Roble Sandoval. The kick will come from outside the 25. Merrick Soto will take it. 15 minutes in and counting the second half. Still no score. Gets it to the net. Right dead center. No green shirts around to try and tip it. Goodwin got a good look. Caught it. Kicked it away. Ixlas trying to get the shot up. They tip it ahead. They call Glasgow offside. Fredo Malmongi broke in. Looked like he was going to be alone. Again, late with the whistle. Good call, but late with the whistle. Glasgow came that close to getting a shot on net. They headed away. Saugus knocks it deep. Bouncing around. Diaz has to come and play it on a big hop. Again, a white shirt bearing down on him. Gets it up to Castro Macario. Roble Sandoval broken up as he tried to get through three people. Saugus looking to get around, trying to walk in. They go. Great save. What a great save by Diaz. Tremendous move. That might have been D'Antona. Got around two or three. walked in, point blank range, best chance of the night for either team. And somehow Diaz got there, got a hand on it, and knocked it over the net. They'll give Saugus the corner kick rather than give him a goal. They kick it way out, away. Saugus trying to kick it back. They're out in front. They can't get the shot off. Now they do, and it goes wide. Saugus has really picked it up here in the second half. Classical is lucky. Saugus could be ahead 2 or 3-0. That was loose out in front. I thought he was offside, to be honest. When he got the initial pass, it got loose. They kept it alive, and then the kick just went wide. So that's a big save by Diaz. A kick wide could very easily be 2-0. Now the corner kick goes behind the net and out of play. And Caraminos will kick it away after a substitution. Well, Classical is lucky. Now they kick it out of play. They totally dominated Saugus in the first half. Saugus couldn't get anything going offensively at all. Classical just couldn't get shots on net and couldn't get it in the net. They did everything but. Now the second half, almost like they changed uniforms. Classical's on their heels. Saugus has picked it up. Out in front, Soto knocks it away. Saugus with a shot from long range kicks it over everything out of play. Diaz will kick it away. A tale of two halves. Upfield. Gomez Godinez was waiting for it to bounce. When it did, it bounced quickly and went right by him. Out of play. And McLaughlin will throw it in after they had a substitution. Haskell heads it away. Saugus keeping it in. Haskell with it. Gomez Godinez. Try and knock it deep. Saugus blocked it. They kept it in. They knock it deep. Haskell got a head on it. Saugus still battling. Haskell finally knocks it out. Saugus thought they were going to get the ball. They're going to give it to Classical to kick away. Caraminos will kick it away. We're just past the halfway mark. Still nothing to choose. Classical nothing. Saugus nothing. 10 seconds into the second half of the second half. And we got a timeout down the field. Out of the timeout, Diaz will kick it away. And all of a sudden, Saugus has Classical back on their heels. I thought they might have called a timeout right after that little confusion in front of the net where Diaz made a great save, and then Saugus had another opportunity and knocked it wide. And now it's Saugus winning the 50-50s. And Classical trying to clear it away. And we get a little push, shove. Ixlaj Telly got knocked down. Classical will get the free kick. Caraminos drills it away. Off a Classical head. Saugus knocks it back the other way. Soto drills it to the net, put it right dead center under the top crossbar. Perfect kick. Goodwin went up and made the save. That's two that Soto has put dead center. Classical hasn't been anywhere near the net to try and either bother Goodwin or get a piece of it and tip it home. He's got a good look at it and able to make the saves. Saugus lost it. Classical knocked it out. Now it goes off Saugus. Pushing it down the far side. Saugus will knock it out of play. They throw it deep. Saugus is there to knock it away, but Classical takes it away. And a Classical player got knocked down. Ball goes out. Classical will get the throw in down deep. They haven't been down here too often in the second half. Trying to center it. Nobody out in front. Goodwin feels that ground ball like a shortstop and line drives it into Classical territory. Saugus gets there and takes it away. And Saugus picks it off again. Nice little shift. They banged it off Classical. Roble Sandoval with it. He had a couple of nice shifts, but he took the ball backwards rather than forwards. Now it goes out off Classical. It's great to have that ball skill, but it doesn't do you any good if you're not moving it forward or getting it out of your harm's way. 3 or 4 heads, finally gets it up. Saugus back checking, took it away, and now Classical winds up with it. Tip of the head, foot race. Saugus gets there first and knocks it away. Classical trying to keep it in. We got a whistle for contact. It's going to be against Saugus. Classical's going to have an opportunity. Dead center from the 12. Now they're going to move it back to the 15, but it's dead center from the 15. Ixlage is going to take it. Scoring opportunity for the Rams as they're moving everybody back. We'll get a couple of subs first. Official talking to some of the Saugus players. Everybody's spreading out. Nice save. Ixlage squeezed it through everybody. Short hop at the far post. Goodwin, an all-out dive. That's the best opportunity for Classical. And he made a great save. He gets a couple of hugs from a couple of his players. That was in the net. Goodwin just all-out dive. Roble Sandoval knocked it down, tried to tee it up and couldn't. It got knocked away. Morales trying to center it. Saugus knocks it away, and they knock it out of play. Gomez Godinez' pass is picked off. Classical picks it back. Now it goes out off Gomez Godinez. So everything has been going Saugus' way. They had a couple of golden opportunities. Diaz made a tremendous save. And then with the ball still bouncing loose out in front, Saugus got a crack at it, and they tipped it wide. Now Morales ran into Tapia Gately. They banged it off Morales, but it wound up going off Tapia Gately. And it gets knocked out by McLaughlin. Ixtlad's got knocked down. Slow getting up, but he's up. There have been bodies down all over the place in this game. Classical trying to get it. Ixtlad's winds up with it. Circling. Tipped it. Soto trying to walk in. Takes the shot. Goodwin all-out dive, but he didn't have to because it was wide off to the right and out of play. Still no score. Classical picked it up the last couple of minutes. It was all Saugus for a while. They kick it out. I don't know if they blew the whistle before that. They're going to get a re-kick. I thought Classical was going to get the throw-in, but they're going to get a re-kick. Might have been a sub coming in. Classical takes it away. Bodies go down on a nice little shove. Official to the near side didn't see it. The other official is pretty well upfield behind the play. Saugus got away with one there. And now Classical doesn't get away with one as they knock Saugus down right in front of the official who was right there. Free kick coming from just inside Saugus territory. And they've got it back in the Classical end. They tip it up. Karaminas shields Saugus away. It goes out of play. And the official says it went off Classical. Saugus is going to get a free kick. Karaminas could have at least kicked that out to the side. It would have been a throw-in instead of a corner kick. Coming from the far side. I don't know if he's tying his shoe. Winds up on top of the net. Almost got that in. That ball was a little further out to the kicker's right. That might have been in the net. Diaz will kick it away. Saugus keeps it in. Karaminos knocks it out. He's been playing well back there in center field. Bouncing ball. Diaz will come out of the net and play it. Headed by Classical. Taken away by Classical, and they get knocked down at the 45-yard line. Went down hard in this non-contact sport. And we've got a red card. Saugus player is getting a red card. He didn't like the call. He's still going after the official. He went after him. His players kind of pushed him away, said, "Get out of here." He just kept going. And now a yellow card. So Saugus getting buried here. 2 players, a red card and a yellow card. Now he's going over the bench to talk to the coach. Player went down, stayed down. The official blew the whistle. Saugus player got upset over the call. Started to go after the official. He gets separated by his teammate, pushed away. He said something he shouldn't have to the official and wound up getting a red card. He'll have to sit for 2 games. And then the player walking, I thought he was walking on the bench to tell his player to get away. He did something he shouldn't have done. He got a yellow card. They're down a player. They only have 9 players on the field. So Classical has 10 against 9. Roble Sandoval lost it. Saugus knocked it off Roble Sandoval. I thought they had more than 2 subs. Trying to get a shot off. Goodwin made the save. Good hard shot, but they knocked it right in the lap of Goodwin. He bangs it deep. Boy, he's got a 1.5 feet. They knock it deep. Goes out off Saugus. Duggan with the throw-in. Saugus may be content to just try and play defense and kick the ball upfield and try to keep it away from Goodwin because they're down a player. I think the yellow card can come back. I don't know how long he has to stay out. Also trying to line up a shot, lost it. Cut the shot off into a maze of players. Soto trying to line up a shot, blocked and knocked away by Tapia Gately. We said earlier you might want to have see the officials take charge of this game. The later it got, looked like it was going to be more extracurricular activities. The free kick will come from the 15-yard line from a little bit of an angle. Ixlaw's taking it, pops it to the net. Goodwin comes out with Madigan Soto bearing down on him, makes the catch. Saugus knocks it very deep. Caraminos. Saugus is there to take it away. Caraminos with an all-out push. Now banging going on in the corner. More banging going on. Saugus player goes down. Caraminos almost went down. Boy, the officials, they're calling some, but they're letting a lot go. They center it. Saugus tips it away. Rolls in. Goodman will let it go out of play, and he'll kick it away. We may have to call a cop before this one is over. Goodwin will kick it away again. Picked off by Classical. Saugus knocking it deep. Winds up Soto. Taken away nicely by the defense of Saugus. And they take it away again. And they knock it deep. Foot race. Diaz. Chia and Caraminos blocked the Saugus player so that Diaz could get the ball. Headed away by Chia. Saugus keeping it in the classical end. Still with it. They keep it in the classical end. And I think trying to kick it back, they kicked it up and it got a classical hand. Saugus gets a free kick. Out in front, goes by everybody. Diaz will play it at the side of the net and just throw it upfield. Roble Sandoval gets around one with a rush. Trying to take it to the middle. Broken up. Saugus takes it away. And they call late. They call it Roble Sandoval contact. Saugus will get to kick it and keep it in the classical end. Final 5 minutes and counting. Popped up. They knock it deep. Knocked ahead. A break. It was bouncing. They couldn't get control of it. They couldn't gain control and walk in. They had to take the shot because the defenders were catching up to them. And they wound up knocking it to Goodwin, who made the save. Looked like they had a clear breakaway, and the ball kept bouncing. And I think it was Sarmento. Klaus was going to get a free kick. They went quickly trying to knock it deep. They blew it back, and we're going to get a replay of the free kick outside the 45-yard line. Closing moments of the game. Saugus clears it away. Classical knocks it out. Substitution apiece. Soto pops it to the middle. And Saugus unhappy again. They went up to get it. Prado Melmongi hit from behind, knocked down. And from about the 15-yard line, Classical's going to get a free kick. Saugus not happy with these officials. They tried to get it through. It got blocked. Saugus didn't let it get to Goodwin that time. Classical takes it back. Saugus sliding. Knocked it out. Throw in for Classical. Banging going on. Classical takes it away. Classical took it away, and they're going to get another free kick. Hit Saugus in the hand. Coming from outside the 20-yard line. From a tough angle. Could be the last hurrah winding down. They drill it. Saugus clears it away. They head it away. They knock it deep. Another body hits the dust. Duggan trying to knock it deep. Saugus picks it off. Classical gets around the far side, throwing it out in front. Morales trying to set it up. It bounced up and hit him in the chest. He couldn't get the shot off. We got a whistle. Saugus is going to get another card. Something happened way back field. There's a Classical player down. They're already down a player. From way behind the play, Saugus got caught by the official. It's been a very frustrating game for all these people down there. Everybody's getting banged around. Classical's going to wind up with the ball was out at midfield. Saugus had it, and all of a sudden it's going to be a free kick from the 12-yard line or the 15-yard line.
Get the number and get thrown out.
One more chance. They don't get it by that picket fence. Saugus knocks it upfield. Broken up. Classical gets it back. Another takedown. Classical's going to get another free kick. Saugus not happy with the officials. They've been down a player for a while, just trying to get a point out of here with a 0-0 tie. And they're calling it in the box. Classical's going to get a penalty kick. I thought it was way over on the far side. Classical's going to get a penalty kick. Robles Sandoval knocks it home, and that may be enough for Classical to win it. Saugus is trying to hurry to give themselves an opportunity. Classical celebrating. That's a tough way to end this game. Classical will take it. It's going to be a bitter bus ride home for Saugus. They've been playing the last several minutes down a player. They've got yellow cards galore. They got a player ejected. They knock it deep. They let it go out of play. The officials might need an armed guard to their car. Classical gets the penalty kick. Now they knock it very deep and out of play. With time winding down, a tough way for Saugus to lose the game. Now they call it against Classical for contact. Saugus will get a free kick. This is the longest 5 minutes I've ever spent. Every time they make substitutions, they stop the clock. They had a couple of plays. People down, they stopped the clock to throw people out of the game. They shoot it high, far, wide, off to the right, and out of play. Saugus is not going to get a win here at Manning Field. They lost to English, and now they're going to lose it to Classical on a penalty kick. Jenna Robles Sandoval converts the penalty kick, and it's going to be a very bitter ride home. Goodwin in net was unbelievable, made some great saves, as did Diaz. It was 0-0 for a very long time. All of a sudden, Saugus got in difficulty with the officials. They had one kid ejected. They had a couple of yellow cards. They wound up playing a man shy. They were trying to keep it out. They were upset on 3 calls. The last one, the play was upfield at midfield, and all of a sudden, further downfield, they blew the whistle, and not only did they, I thought it was going to be a free kick from a tough angle, it turned out to be a penalty kick, and Jenna Robles Sandoval converted it. He got one the last game here as well, and he knocked it home for the only goal, and that makes it 1-0 Classical, and that was the final score. So Classical will go to 6-1. Saugus will suffer this is going to be a very tough bus ride home for Saugus, and the coaches, they're not going to be happy. They're going to go to 1-3. So the penalty kick by Robles Sandoval, the difference, Diaz was outstanding in net, made a couple of great saves, as did Goodwin. It deserved to be 0-0, but instead, the call at the end gives Classical a penalty kick, and that's the difference. Classical 1, Saugus 0. Saugus loses both games here at Manning Field against English and Saugus. 1-0 Classical over Saugus. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.